Hey y'all, Kelly Whitney here with another thing older black women should tell younger black women, but don't. Girls, do not date for potential. Now there is someone on TikTok, her handle is Observations with My Eyes. She is hilarious, very well traveled, very much in her pro-woman, girls girl type content era. I would encourage you to follow her if you're interested in dating strategically because she does not play. I could watch her videos just on a loop, just one right after the other. And she's so funny. She seems like she finds so much joy in her life and she doesn't take herself or men too seriously. And I'm past it, but I know all of you guys are still, well, not all, but some of you guys are very much interested in the male species. So I thought I would bring her to your attention if you're not already hip. And in a video recently, she talked about this idea of potential as negative currency, and I literally cannot get it out of my mind. So of course, your internet auntie had to put a few thoughts together so that if you're out there and you get an inkling to behave in a Build-A-Bear fashion, you will immediately pull yourself back from the brink of the abyss and get it together. Okay? Now, older black women may not talk to you about this because, frankly, there are quite a few out there. No offense, I'm not calling on anybody's death, but this breed of older black women who just encourage younger black women to get a man, any man, no matter what shape he's in, just to have one, I sincerely hope they're dying out, you know? And that's why I put these 5 things. Okay, that's 10. 5 things, reasons why it's a terrible idea for you to date for potential. So, strap yourself in, girls. Class is now in session. Now, dating somebody for potential rather than who they actually are right now can be extremely risky because essentially you're relying on hope rather than reality. Number 1, you're dating an idea, not an actual person. If you're more invested in who somebody could become, it's entirely possible that you will ignore red flags that are occurring right now in front of your face in real time. You may give fundamental incompatibilities a pass because you're looking forward and not seeing what's in front of you. And then you also have to consider, people don't always change the way we want them to, if they change at all. Number 2, you don't want to date for potential because you're creating an unbalanced dynamic between the two of you. You basically take on the role of the fixer, trying to mold them into someone that you want them to be. You know, that whole Build-A-Bear mentality that I referenced earlier. And they may end up feeling pressured or even resentful towards you, and rightly so, because you're not accepting them for who they are. Frustration could easily mount on both sides. Now, number 3, again, you may overlook current incompatibilities because your eyes are cast toward the future. If somebody lacks ambition, if they're not emotionally available, if they don't have shared values, there's no guarantee that that person is going to develop them no matter how hard you try and force somebody into a specific mold. And frankly, you can't bring other adults up unless you have an elevator or an escalator because it just doesn't work. So you can't be out here ignoring signs that are happening today because you feel as though something better is going to happen tomorrow. Number 4, when you date for potential rather than reality, you're actually delaying your own growth and happiness. Your focus is too intense on the other person. And frankly, that's his job to get himself together, not yours. You need to focus on yourself because it's rough out here in these streets, okay? If you're waiting for somebody to level up, that keeps you stagnant. And why would you wait? It's not like you have time to waste. You're basically preventing yourself from being with a partner who aligns more easily with your needs and desires now, waiting for somebody to get themselves together in the future. You deserve to be loved now, not based on a version of somebody that may not actually even manifest. And the 5th reason why it's a terrible idea for you to date for potential, it can lead to some serious resentment, is and yours. If somebody doesn't evolve the way you hoped and the way you have guided them, you may be disappointed. You may feel unfulfilled. You may even feel like a failure when this was not actually your job to take on in the first place. And they'll naturally feel some type of way too. Frankly, if somebody was constantly trying to mold me into something that I wasn't even sure I wanted to be, I would distance myself from them emotionally because I would say, well, this person doesn't love me. They don't care for me. And frankly, if it was the guy, I would be really irritated and I would feel the need to protect myself from somebody who doesn't love me. They don't even know me. They're not interested in who I am right now. They're only interested in some person that they've made up in their head. Why should I emotionally invest in this person who doesn't see me as I am? If the shoe was on the other foot, wouldn't you be emotionally distant? And my bonus reason for why it's a terrible idea to date for potential, some men actually count on you having that Build-A-Bear mentality, and they attach themselves to you knowing that you're going to take care of them and mold them and do everything for them while they put in the minimal amount of effort. And then once they eventually get to where they're going, if they ever get to where they're going versus just laying up on your Build-A-Bear ass, guess what's going to happen? They're going to drop you for the woman who would accept them for who they are, the new and improved version that you helped to build, and you will be out in the cold. So it's a far better idea, girls, to date somebody who aligns with the man that you're looking for right now. Values, their actions, their mindset. That's the man you want to see right now, not tomorrow. Growth is great. Potential? Well, I have to agree with observations with my eyes on this one. Potential is negative currency, girls. It doesn't actually exist. So if you're trying to date based on something that doesn't actually exist, doesn't that kind of make you delulu? Film at 11. And that ends my TED Talk for today. I'll see y'all tomorrow.